I ain't got a diploma, but I got these knuckles cracked from pool cues and Biloxi and a busted knee. I'm back. They said I'd end up dead or worse, broke and mean, but I'm still standing on two boots, baptized in gasoline. Mama tried with her prayers, daddy tried with his belt, but when whiskey hits my blood, I become my goddamn self. Ain't no corner office, ain't no white picket gate. I got tattoos for sins and a punch for fate. Yeah, I don't dress clean, I don't talk nice, but I bet you I swing harder than your Sunday Christ. Cause I was born for bar fights, dust on my soul, raised on busted bottles and a jukebox roll. Got scars from brothers, from bouncers, from love, and a nose that broke more times than I can count above. You can call me outlaw, drunk, a low life, that's right, but I ain't fake. I was born for bar fights. There's a dent in the wall from the night I met Grace. She slapped me first, then kissed my face. We danced to Hank, then knocked chairs down. Next morning I woke up married in another town. I never chased peace, peace runs slow. Tried therapy once, but the doc said no. Said I talk in verses, rhyme in rage. So I flipped his desk and walked off stage. I don't write poems, I write dents and steel. My gospel's in fists and a fifth I feel. Yeah, I was born for bar fights, sweat on the floor, raised on outlaw ballads and a slamming door. Got fists that pray and knees that slide, but never once did I beg or hide. You can judge me from your throne tonight, but hell knows best. I was born for bar fights. I don't need no heaven if the beer's cold here. I'll bleed in a booth with my brothers near. I'd rather die in sin than fake a smile. Truth swings harder than a courtroom trial. Yeah, I was born for bar fights, thunder in my chest. Never wore a tie, but I've been laid to rest. More times than I oughta, but I still rise with busted lips and bloodshot eyes. You can send me down, you can take my rights, but I'll come back swinging. Born for bar fights. and daddy's gun. Some boys get a ball glove, some boys get a book. I got shells in a tackle box and a Bible he never once took. They don't fix what whiskey breaks, but around in the chamber sure cleans mistakes. Trail across and daddy's gun still ride with me when the night comes. One's broken wood, one's blue steel, one hides truth, one makes it real. Ain't no heaven if I ain't brung that trail across and daddy's gun. We were born 2 years apart, same boots, same scars, shared a back room Bible and a busted blue guitar. Mama said your boy's a fire and fuel don't burn too fast. But he stole from my pocket, then smiled like it never passed. He shook my hand with blood still fresh, wore my name on his fake ass vest, and I knew right then that brother died in flesh. So I dragged him out where the black dogs roam, down past the creek in a rusted chrome. Told him you lied to my face and my own damn name. Then I carved my truth in the mud and rain. Didn't cry, didn't scream, just closed one eye. 'Cause blood may bind, but blood don't lie. Fought side by side in bars and jailhouse nights, covered each other's sins in gasoline and light. But he crossed the line where even hell don't go, sold me out to the law for a 6-pack and blow. I saw his boots under that barn, and he reached, I pulled the gun. Told him we had the same mama, but you ain't my son. So I dragged him drag my kin to the devil's gate, where angels turn and time runs late. Shot him clean through the truth he broke, lit a match, didn't even show. Now every night I hear his cry, but still believe blood don't lie. Rain and fire on that rusted porch, you held a smoke like a holy torch. Your boots were soaked, your eyes were flames. Said swear to me now or don't take my name. So I grinned with blood on my bottom lip, struck a match off your leather hip. No preacher, no ring, no crowd to cheer, just a vow that burns when the sky ain't clear. Wrote it loud in the thunder sound, Every word soaked deep in red dirt ground. These are gasoline vows, forged in rain, tied with smoke, stitched in pain. Ain't no Bible, ain't no why, just a spark between the wrong and right. We didn't pray, we didn't bow, we just burned with gasoline vows. Shotgun shell said, "This ain't love, this is raising hell." I laughed so hard I almost cried, then kissed the lie right off your pride. We danced on the hood of a burnt out Dodge, wrote our names with ash on a motel lodge. Ain't no story they'll ever print, but every mile still smells like flint. We lit that up with no regrets and watched it blaze like a bloodstained dead. These are gasoline vows, wild and raw, torn from truth with a busted jaw. Ain't no chapel, ain't no dress, just a kiss that tastes like recklessness. You held my gun, your house. We burned down with gasoline vows. They say love fades when the smoke runs dry. We still scream under blackened sky. You whispered, "Die with me, or don't come back." So I carved that pact in the railroad track. These are gasoline vows, cursed and clear, taught by scars and shifting gear. Ain't no future, ain't no past, just this fire we knew wouldn't last. If I go first, scream out loud. We were here with gasoline vow. Sitting in that kitchen chair, old robe, rollers in her hair, TV glow on her face like ash. Coffee cold and time moving fast. Then my picture show, front page glare. Murder suspect from county fair. She didn't blink, just took a sip and whispered, "That's my baby with a busted lip." I swear the world stood still right there as she stared through smoke and static air. Mama saw the news, didn't scream, didn't run, just lit a match, watched the past come undone. She said, "I knew this day would ride. You were born with fire, you couldn't hide it." And I felt her break through the afternoon blues. The day
saw her wave a flag, just washed that same chip cup twice, then stared down God like loaded dice. She said, that boy I raised don't kill for fun, but every man's got a line and he crossed one. She held her breath like a held-back flood and wiped her eyes with knuckles stained in blood. And in that silence I felt her prayer burn a hole through that TV glare. Mama saw the news, heart torn in two, but she didn't doubt, she always knew. Said justice ain't clean when the dirt runs deep, and angels don't land where the wounded sleep. She lit a candle in her worn church shoes tonight. Mama saw the news. Every siren sounds like her sigh, every headline cuts like her goodbye. But I'd do it again if the wrong felt right, 'cause my mama raised a fist, not a knife. Mama saw the news, hell broke through, but she just stood tall like old women do. Didn't beg, didn't bend, didn't ask God why. She just stared that screen like a battle cry. And I still burn in a Sunday pews, branded by the dead. Mama saw the news. I stood at the edge of a rusted bridge, throwing prayers like cones I'd never miss. Mud on my boots, smoke in my hair, trying to trade sin for southern air. I lit a fire with a bottle and shame, hoped that he would erase my name. But that cross don't clean when it's made of steel, and I ain't the type to kneel. They said, come back clean, come back right, but I ain't washed since that final night. Redemption ain't cheap, it costs and scars, paid in bruises, burn out bars. Ain't no choir, just blood and teeth, no priest, just dirt underneath. If I gotta crawl, I'll drag my grief, 'cause redemption ain't cheap. Tracking fishing behind a shed, preacher shook, thought I'd kill him dead. Said, son, you need the Lord, not late. I smiled, lit up, and left instead. I don't want grace if it's served cold, don't need heaven in a church of gold. I'll find my peace in a smoking round, or not at all, just 6 feet down. Forgiveness ain't in folded hands, it's in burned skin and buried plans. Redemption ain't cheap, it don't wear white, it's a punch in the gut in the middle of night. Ain't no hymn, just steel guitar, and a ghost who knows who you really are. You don't get saved, you get beat. Yeah, redemption ain't cheap. They say just confess and you'll be fine, but there's no saving men who draw that line. Some debts don't take cash or time, just blood spilled right in the wrongest crime.
Redemption ain't cheap, it don't forgive. It takes your breath and dares you to live. Ain't no mercy, ain't no sleep, just the echo of the things you keep. So if I burn, let the whole town weep. 'Cause redemption ain't cheap.
My boots talk like me, signed bar tabs under my family tree. Told the law his name was mine while I was 3 states out doing my time. He smiled with my scars, drank with my crew, spit stories like I never would do. Put my name on fake IDs and prayed with my mama on wounded knees. But names ain't masks, they're loaded guns, and he just cocked mine for fun. He took my name like it meant nothing, branded lies in every town he's touched in. Thought my silence meant I'd fall, but I ain't dead, I'm just cold. Now I'm back and I ain't playing tag. He kissed my ex in my shirt, said don't worry baby, he won't get hurt. Drove my truck till the wheels locked tight, then pawned my gun in broad daylight. He posted bail with a forged ID while my picture burned on the DMV. Now cops ask me where you been, I say right here where he's never been. You don't wear a a suit and tie, you wear him wrong and you're bound to die. He took my name, turned it to right, stamped it on sins I never got, used it like a mask for shame, but now that mask gonna feel the flame. No second chance, no hometown fame. He took my He took my name like he stole a ghost. Now I haunt him louder than he ever boasts. No forgiveness, no last claim, just fire carved in a traitor's frame. Let him drown in his borrowed fame. He took my name, and I took back the flame.
There's no choir in my church, just a bench with blood and shirts. Cross cross above the door leans left, like it gave up halfway through death. No preacher speaks, no hymns to sing, only silence when the phone don't ring. Ash in the holy water cup, and a back row pew that never stood up. I once believed in bread and wine, now I sit late in crooked spine. There's no choir in my church, just ghosts humming low and dirt. No hallelujah, no bright white robe, just burned down faith in a heavy load. You ask if I still pray, I smirk. There's no choir in my the stained glass broke in '99. A bullet kissed the altar sign. I carved mercy in the wooden floor, then kicked it shut. I don't go no more. Mama said God don't live in pain, but hell, that's all my porch explains. So I light a candle with a Zippo spark and let that flame speak in the dark. I don't need no choir crying high. I need quiet when I tell goodbye. There's no choir in my church, just a sermon made of earth. No white dove, no angel flight, just rusted bells that ring at night. Forgiveness, here comes cold and curt. There's no choir in my church. The only song I hear these days is boots on stone and burned ashtrays. My Bible's black, my sins are bold. I trade grace for gunmetal cold. There's no choir in my church, just my name in that last-ditch verse. No gospel left to make me feel, just a whisper, son, you'll never heal. So let 'em preach from polished perch, but there's no choir in my church. My gut and hell in my grin, steel-toed boots and 2 shots in. Bar lights, low tongue running loose. He said my name like he owned my truth. I told him twice, you best sit down, but some men begged to kiss the ground. So I raised my glass and raised my fist and turned a smile into a dentist list. Ain't no rules when your name gets dragged, just just broken teeth and bar stools flat. Jack and the Jawbone, clack and crack, Southern law, whiskey slap. Didn't need no reason, just that stare that I'm better than you, millionaire. He swung words, I swung chrome. Now he talks through wise and foam. Jack and the Jawbone, my kind of poem. Bled on the jukebox, leaned on Hank, said you ain't tough with a busted tank. I laughed so hard I damn near cried, then fed his pride to the parking side. The cop showed up, asked who threw first, but ain't no witnesses, just busted thirst. Bartender nodded, wiped the glass, said boys will be boys when the bottle talks fast. Some pray for peace, I drank to war. My gospel served with a liquor store. Jack and the Jawbone, swinging thud, truth and teeth soaked in mud. Didn't say much, just left my mark on his pretty face and borrowed heart. He had gold, I had home, now he hums through a broken tone. Jack and the Jawbone, how legends are grown. Call it art. Painted his chin like a southern chart. His blood spelled shut the hell up bold. Signed with knuckles, whiskey, cold. Jack and the Jawbone, crash and grin. He spoke my name, I carved it in. No apology, no need to lie. Just a busted jaw and a glass run dry. Next time he talks, so taste homegrown from the barroom brawl of Jack and the Jawbone. In the dash, 44 under the floor with the cash. Old boots hanging on the rear view swing. Stickers on the glass say don't trust a thing. Windows cracked, ashtray full. Glove box rattles with a half-bent pull. I don't park long, I don't sleep deep. The road's my blood and it don't come cheap. No picket fence, no welcome mat, just taillights and a dog in the back. Home is a loaded truck, engine warm, whiskey breath and a weathered arm. No white porch, no kitchen light, just moonlit roads and mirrors at night. Don't need four walls or painted luck, I'm safe as hell in a loaded truck. On track 13, where I sang along to what might have been. Every dance a story, every scratch a name. From women of war to a poker game. I got a pillow stuffed with denim shirts and a backseat full of half-heeled herds. License plate loose, exhaust pipe loud. This rig don't hide, it growls proud. Mail goes nowhere, bills don't stick. My address rides with a gear shift click. hanging on the wall. Just pedal, gas, and engine call. And when the law comes knocking slow, I hit the lights and let it go. Home is a loaded truck full of sin, tread-worn dreams and a whiskey grin. No mailbox flag, no family luck, just a heart that rumbles and a bed in the back. And if you ask me what I miss or duck, I'll say nothing.
Midnight fog on a dirt road bend, a park between ghosts and long lost friends. Gravel cracked like breaking bone when I stepped near that crooked stone. The moon hung low like a watchful eye, and the wind spoke truths I used to deny. Whispers rose from underneath, saying we remember what you buried beneath. I don't believe in haunted towns, but the dead don't lie, they just speak down. Graveyard whisper, cold and slow, names I thought were long let go. They call me sinner, call me son, say what's done ain't ever done. They don't scream, they hum like dust. Graveyard whisper, and they still trust that I hear 'em. I seen a shadow on Marker 9. That's where I left him, face and spine. He told me once we'll meet again. Now he waits with dirt and phantom skin. One said, brother, you pulled too late. Another hissed, you sealed my fate. I lit a match, but it wouldn't burn. The ground just sighed like it knew I'd return. I thought guilt was just a line, but it grows back like a twisted vine. Graveyard whisper, soft but sure, dig through smoke I can't endure. Call me killer, call me kin, say blood don't dry, it sinks within. I don't pray, I don't adjust, just listen quiet to the graveyard whisper in the dust. Said you did what you had to do. Another cried, yeah, but no one asked you to. And in that choir of bone and flame, I heard my voice call my name. Graveyard whisper echoes slow through cypress trees and undertow. They don't want peace, they wanna be known. I carry them like sharpened stone. So when I die, don't
dead slow on that hardwood floor, eyes wide open like he wanted more. I thought he'd scream or curse my name, but he just grinned like it was a game. One hand reached, not for help, but just to wipe the blood himself. Then he said, you finally grew a spine and smiled like I'd stepped out of line. I've seen men beg, seen them crawl, but he just smiled like he'd seen it all. He smiled when he died, like he knew, like every bullet I'd said was overdue. No last words, no tear-filled eyes, just that grin like I'd been baptized by the devil himself in a moonlit time. He smiled when he died. We weren't friends, weren't quite blood, but we fought beside, both stained in mud. He stole my name, burned my trust, so I made him a memory ground to dust. But in that moment, gun still hot, he looked at me like that all you got. Didn't flinch, didn't curse my soul, just left with a grin that made me feel cold. Now every mirror holds his face, and every silence keeps his taste. He smiled when he died, not in fear, but like he knew I'd carry a mirror in my spine, in my fists, in my rust, in every shotgun dream I bust. He didn't fight, he didn't hide, he just smiled when he died. Some say dying is a flicker of sight, but he stared me down alive in goodbye. And every time I pull that trigger again, I see that grin like he still wins. He smiled when he died, I can't forget. It haunts like sin, soaked in sweat. Not pain, not hate, just calm decay. Like he left me with one more debt to pay. Now I grin back dead inside, 'cause he smiled when he died. Suit said, son, I heard you lost your root. I said, roots rot just like bones, and God don't call on burner phones. He asked to pray, I poured a drink. Said, save it pottery, I'd rather sink. He read me verse, I read him scars, then lit a smoke off his old car. Some folks want the light, some want release. I want silence and a loaded piece. Preacher, don't preach me, I'm too far gone. I don't need hymns when I bleed in song. Save your sermons for the tame and clean. I got demons that don't
said, you can change, just take his hand. I said, I shook hands with a blood-soaked man. He spoke of mercy, I spoke of lead. Said if sin's a bed, I've already bled. He dropped his book, looked in my eyes, saw too much smoke, not enough skies. Then turned around without a fight, left me alone with my Friday night. He tried to reach what I already burned, but some boys pray and some just learn. Preacher, don't preach me, I got my choir. 6 strings, 2 fists, 1 shot of fire. Ain't no altar where I confess, just backseat guilt and blood on vest. You want my soul, try paying the fee. Preacher, don't preach me. Preach me. Some sins sing softer than saints, and some thrones are made from complaints. But I kneel to no sky, no man in a robe, just to the weight of the roads I drove. Preacher, don't preach me, this dirt knows best. It caught my knees when I lost the rest. No candles here, just smoke and steel. No God above, I need to feel. So take your book, leave your key. Preacher, don't preach me. I remember his hand shaking back, like he knew what he did. Now what he had, I dropped slow on the pine wood floor, blood running like I'd seen some more. He said it wasn't meant, it wasn't right. I saw his face, it didn't fight. There ain't no accident in a loaded round. The silence rings louder than any sound. They say brothers bleeding bound for life, but sometimes blood just finds the knife. My brother's bullet, clean and true, tore through bone like it always knew. No warning shot, no final word, just the truth he thought I never heard. If love don't aim, then hate sure will. My brother's bullet, and it's quiet still. We shared booze, shared blame, shared smoke, shared secrets under old sweet bro. But something cracked the night I fell, and he chose steel where love once dwelled. They called it justice, self-defense, but I saw tears on the exit fence. He don't sleep and neither do I. We both still walk, just on different sides. They buried me, but left him whole. Yet both of us lost the same damn soul. My brother's bullet, no one spoke of all the nights, of all the jokes. We built a life from rust and rain, but one wrong breath can split a name. I don't harm, I just stand still with my brother's bullet in me still. just hot enough to turn young gold. He lives with guilt, I live with flame. We both carve sorry into blame. If heaven hears, I hope it chills in my brother's bullet, and the man it kills.
I take is smoke. My hands ain't clean, my boots ain't dry. My cross is chrome and 4 feet wide. I live my sins with diesel breath and screamed amen at the face of death. Ain't no preacher laying hands on me. This dirt's my altar, this gas my seat. I was baptized in gas and mud, in a junkyard storm and a drunk man's blood. No choir sang, no white road flowed, just a roar of fire down a gravel road. If the Lord won't take what the devil could, then I'll stay baptized in gas and mud. Turned black when I was born. Mama cried, said that boy swore to break things men don't dare to touch, and find his grace in broken clutch. They tried to wash me with a lie, but truth don't live in suits and ties. It hides in gears and bar fight bruises, and flares up loud when the whole world loses. So light that match and let it speak. My soul's been soaked for half a week. I was baptized in gas and mud, with a matchbook gospel and a shattered flood. No bells rang, no priest came round, just a thunder roll from the underground. If heaven's locked and hell's too snug, I'll burn baptized in gas and mud. Fire, not forgiveness. Give me ash, not false witness. I'll build my shrine in tired tracks, where the righteous never dare come back. I was baptized in gas and mud, born to break what holy shoves. No stained glass light, no blessed flood, just my engine's roar and the reaper's thud. If grace is clean, then I'll stay rough, baptized and burning in gas and mud.
Judge wore black like a funeral flame. Pour my full God-given name. Jury said stiff, eyes full of ice, like they ain't never had. They read my rap sheet line by line, but none of that hit as hard as mine. I raised my hand, didn't plead or flinch, said I'm guilty, but let me play 1 inch. So I pulled my 6-string from the chains and played the truth through diesel veins. This is my courtroom blues, no excuse. I ain't need a bag or cut of truth. showed the pics, played the tape of me running fast, too late to break. Said I looked calm like it was planned, but truth is loud in a broken man. I didn't kill for thrill or gain, I did it cause it numbed the pain. Now here I am in this wood floor tomb, plucking fire from a borrowed doom. Told the bailiff, tune it sharp, this ain't no lullaby from the heart. This is my courtroom blues, raw and cold, with every note a story told. I ain't got tears, just chords and smoke, and a voice that don't bend or choke. So strike the gavel when I'm through, but hear me out these courtroom blues. You can take my time, take my name, but you ain't taking my song. No, not that. These are my courtroom blues, no white flag. I wear my crimes like a dog-eared tag. Let the state ride monster in bold. I still got fire they can't control. I walk that line in steel-toe shoes, singing loud these courtroom blues.
In my rear view glass, 10 years running, just ran out of gas. They said hands up, I said hell alright, but I spit on the hood just out of spite. They cuffed me tight, boots in the mud, dragged me through sweat, through smoke, through blood, but I stood tall in my county chain, still sang slow through the goddamn rain. They took my belt, my knife, my song, but country boys don't break that law. I'm cuffed in country, born that way, still on my wrist, but not in my sway. No tie, no plea, no suit, no shame, just outlaw lungs and a two-tone name. You can chain my hands, not my sound. I'm cuffed in country, still 10 toes down. Jailhouse walls, paint peeled back like they knew I'd be here, like it's just fact. Inmate boots and a buzz cut fade, but I still hum like a renegade. They took my hat, my smokes, my flame, but left my stare and my family name. I don't need luck, don't need no plan, just give me breath and a beat up van. They cut my road, they stole my key, but I still howl in the minor key. I'm cuffed in country, proud and pissed, still on my skin, but not in my fist. Can't tame a boy raised on firewood, can't kill a man
17. Ain't no jail that holds my flame. I'm back road truth and barroom name. So when I go, don't lay me down, just say he was cuffed in country, still outlaw bound. Walked in slow like smoking rain. Black boots echo through the hall of pain. Marble cold beneath my tread. Smelled like bleach, gunpowder, and dead. I ain't dressed to impress no ghost, just leather dirt and a jaw that boasts. They line the chairs like judgment pews, but I came to bury, not to lose. No choir sang, no hands were raised, just silence thick with unlit graves. Black boots on marble floors, one last step through the reaper's doors. Ain't no tears, just hollow sound. A man don't cry when he's homebound. I came alone, I'll leave as more. Black boots on marble floors. Casket closed, name engraved, but I still stood like I wasn't safe. They whispered monster, cold, too young. I just smirked, they ain't heard my lungs. Every soul here knew my sins, but none could match the weight within. And every footstep sealed the path that I was gone and I ain't coming back. No halo hung above my head, just dust that never left the dead. Black boots on marble floors, the only choir my heavy chords. No flowers bloom, no wind was kind, just guilt like chains I left behind. One echo rang, one promise swore. Black boots on marble floors. If heaven asked, I'd nod and pass. If hell stood up, I'd raise my glass. But all I hear are clicking heels and silence no preacher ever hears. Black boots on marble floors, no second chance, no final score. I lived too loud, I burned too fast, but I died walking straight, not looking back. So write my name in smoke and war with black boots on marble floors.
Shovel hit, my heartbeat hums. They thought the grave would shut me down, but silence don't wear a thorn crown. My name ain't carved to fade and rot. It's scratched in steel and blood too hot. They laid me low, suit and stone, but even bones can claim their throne. You think the ground swallows sound? Listen close, I'm still around. 6 feet ain't silence, it just breathes, slowing every root above still hears my flow. I don't rest, I resonate through cracked oak wood and twisted fate. You can bury flesh, but not defiance, 'cause 6 feet ain't silence. Yeah, I've seen worms write prayers in dust and preachers preach with mouths of rust, but I still hum beneath the stone. My voice ain't gone, just overgrown. They sip their whiskey, toast my name like I won't rise and burn that frame. I ain't revenge, I ain't regret. I'm the truth, they ain't buried yet. They think dead men close their eyes, but mine still burn in southern sky. 6 feet ain't silence, it just shakes with every lie a traitor makes. I don't dream, I disrupt like a vengeful cough from a poison cup. You can bless this box with fake compliance, but 6 feet ain't silence. The grass don't grow without my heat. The stones don't sleep beneath my beat. You laid me down, but not to rest. I came to echo through your chest. 6 feet ain't silence, it's my stage. A dirt throat scream of blood and rage. You thought me gone, you played pretend, but I don't fade, I transcend. So when the winds howl through the pines, it's me still singing through your lines. Look for light in every crack, in broken homes and shacks out back. I thought I ran from all their sins, but turns out hell wore my daddy's grin. Mama's prayers smelled like smoke, Grandma's hands taught me to choke. The ones I loved were never clean, neither was the blood in me. They say you choose the path you tread, but what if the path was born in red? Hell had family too, with my name and my chin and my old tattoos. I saw my brother smile behind the flame, and my uncle toast in the devil's name. You call it cursed, I call it true. Hell ain't far when it raised you too. I lit my first smoke on Grandpa's gun, shot the sky when I was barely one. Broke bread with beasts and boots and sang lullabies made of outlaw roots. No stained glass, just bourbon light. No lullaby ever came out right, but in their eyes I saw my face.
mirror cracked in a holy place. So don't tell me who I ought to be. I was carved from fire and old whiskey. Hell had family too. They cooked my meals, they stitched my wounds. I learned to bleed before I prayed. I never once ran from the flames they made. So write my name in soot and proof. Hell ain't hard, it's just my roof. If heaven shut its gates on me, I'd nod and say they ain't my kin, you see. I ain't alone, I never was. I come from ghosts that still draw blood. Hell had family too, and I wear that truth like a worn tattoo. We broke laws with grace and grief, built our prayers from disbelief.